travel with me.
Hey fellow humans, Mina here. It's still Mental Health Month, which means we're going to be talking about mental health, this time in my first ever trope video. Said I was going to do one at some point, might as well start now, to help release the stigma. Stigma? Did I say stigma? Y'all know what I mean. Some of these might not exactly be classified as tropes, but I'm gonna go with them anyway because these are things that just irk me when I see them in writing, or in movies, or both. So let's jump right into it. First off, staying in a toxic relationship because you love them and you can make them better, or they're better with you. Looking at you, Anastasia Steele and that girl from the After series. Sorry, but your men are toxic jerks. We see it all the time in media, and for some reason, it's super popularized right now. And I don't know why, but thanks. I hate it. Often it's some girl that finds a bad boy, but he's not just a bad boy that rides motorcycles into the sunset with his buds. No, this dude, he is an emotional abuser, or he's got some serious issues that he was working out on you when he really shouldn't be. Or she, We don't discriminate against genders here, or they, could be anyone. I'm just saying, a lot of the times it's a girl finding a guy, but you know what I mean. Staying with this person because you love them, sure, but if it's hurting your own mental health, that's not good for anyone. And I'm sorry, but unless you're a licensed therapist, you're not equipped to fix this other person. That ain't your job. Yes, if your partner has mental health issues, don't just abandon them because of it, but when it gets to the toxic abuse that I see in the After series, which I haven't read, but I've seen enough commentators about the movies to essentially know what's going on. But I have seen 50 Shades just to see what the buzz was about, and it sucked, by the way, but that's also an example of an abusive relationship, and I'm just saying, why? There's being a supportive partner, and then there's hurting your own self and the other person. It just does nothing for no one. Moving on, we've got people with mental illness are dangerous. Look, I mentioned in the last video I got severe anxiety, and I've had friends who have a host of mental issues, and none of us are dangerous. Yes, I mean, someone out there with a mental illness could be dangerous and off shanking people in the streets, but 90% of us just want to leave well enough alone. We ain't dangerous. It's just life that you'll have to live with, Just saying. But when the only person in your writing who has a mental illness is the bad guy, I'm just saying it ain't looking good for you. Or the character. Oh, and here's another personal favorite of mine. Mental illness as a quirk or flaw. I'm telling you, I also have OCD, and I edit all these parts out on video so you don't notice all of them, but I have tics that come with my OCD, and they hella annoying, and if I could definitely get rid of them, I certainly would, because I get a lot of stares. I'm gonna get a lot of stares anyway because I'm white and I have tattoos, and so I stand out anyway, but my students are all like, what the hell are you doing this all the time for? Sorry, I just started a string of tics that I did not mean to do, but as you see, I edited it out for your viewing pleasure. I'm just saying, it's not fun or quirky to have, so why would you portray it as something fun and quirky in your writing, especially if you use a serious mental illness like depression? That ain't fun or quirky, that's just depressing. It's not a fun character trait like having a collection of anime figures behind you as you film. If you want to make your character interesting, you don't have to include a mental illness to do that. Yes, it's okay to have mental illness with your character. I do. Pretty much most of my characters in my debut novel Self have something, but it's not them. It doesn't define them, which kind of leads into my next point, that mental illness is not a character trait at all. I see so much in media these days that a character, has Let's go with OCD because I already mentioned it. And that is their quirky personality. That is them. They are the character with OCD. Nothing else. There is no other quality about this character than they have OCD. I mean, can you believe that? A person who only has one personality trait? What? It's like we're watching a movie. Never mind that these characters have complex histories and backstories and personality traits that aren't their mental illness, like reading books or going for hikes or animating or drawing or literally anything else that makes them them. They could be a star athlete, but really, who cares when you got a quirky mental illness to go with it? And the last one on, I guess, essentially my pet peeve list at this point. I'm not even sure if these are tropes, but we're going with them. Any mental illness can be overcome by just trying a little harder. You ever have anyone tell you, it's okay, just think happy thoughts? Wow, thanks, that worked. Now my anxiety is gone. I no longer feel like I'm dying. It's great. I wish someone would have told me this sooner. Could have saved me years of anxiety and like mental torture. Why didn't you tell me sooner, guys? After all, any mental illness is easy to get over if you just think really hard about it, or just be happy. Think of the positives. I'll have you know, you can have depression. I don't actually have depression, but I know enough about it from friends and research to say this, but you can have depression, still have happy thoughts, and still be depressed. Just thinking happy thoughts doesn't depress away the depression, nor does thinking happy thoughts make my anxiety go away or my OCD, gone. So yeah, those are just a few of the tropes that I've seen in writings and movies and media in general that just irk me a little when it comes to mental health. I think y'all know by now that I'm a huge mental health advocate, and I do love including it in my writing to help raise awareness. And if it's something I don't actually have, I do a shit ton of research on it. And I talk to people who do have it, and I learn so that I'm not just like going in there blind and, doing all the things that I just mentioned in this video. And if I'm not doing research, I talk from my own experience. It's great that y'all want to raise awareness of mental health, but sometimes there's just a wrong way to do it, like everything I just mentioned. How about you guys, my fellow humans? Do you resonate with any of my points? Do you have any more points that you would like to bring forward? Maybe I didn't even mention one of your tropes of mental illness that I, didn't cover. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear them. Let's have a discussion. Just a quick reminder that my debut LGBT+ novel, which includes mental health but not glamorized or as part of character traits, is now out to buy, to purchase, to be out into the world and to be read. Y'all can pick it up in the description down below. Links to any store you can possibly want are there, and if you do, I appreciate a review on Amazon or Goodreads or wherever you possibly can. Anywho, that's all I gotta say for now. If you want to keep hearing more about stuff, be sure to follow me on all your favorite socials. Links below. Stay safe and take care. Bye!